What was the atmosphere like around Scotlandville?
We were pretty much together. Pretty much together as a school. Really, we had kids. And one thing about Scotlandville, you had kids coming from Scotlandville Middle and Crestwood Middle. So the ones that came from Crestwood at first, probably when we was in the 9th grade, they kind of stayed with each other, and the ones from Scotlandville kind of stayed with each other. It wasn't a rivalry or a fight, but we had to feel each other out. And as the years progressed, we turned out to be great friends. Matter of fact, we just had a great family reunion. We have a song that we made at Scotlandville, and I'm probably gonna let you listen to a little bit of it. We had, I don't know, it's probably a little bit before y'all time. They had a group called Cameo, and the guy come right out of Scotlandville, Charlie Singleton. He made this song for us, if I can find it for you, and it's called Scotlandville Hunters, the class of 1976, and We're Invincible. So that was our thing, but it was a great song. If I can find it, I'm gonna let you listen to it, but we were just, we didn't do a lot of fighting like these kids today. We were more together, and our parents was really strict on us too. But coming from that atmosphere, we were more united. These kids today is just separated, but we had robberies like the Capitol, McKinley, and the Struma. We were robbery, but we didn't get to the point where we would hate each other and wanted to shoot one another. It was just a great challenge. And like I said, kids coming from Crestwood, and we're coming from Scotlandville Middle, they were the Crestwood Rattles, and we was the Scotlandville Stallions. So we used to play against them in the 8th grade. So when we really got together, that's when we really become real good. But for the most part of it, we got along well. And you know, they had fights. And, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you we didn't have fights. Matter of fact, they had fights probably from the same school that went together. But it wasn't never to the point where nobody stabbed one another or hurt one another. But we pretty much was a together school. Matter of fact, we had our own class reunion song too. At our senior class, we only just begun. But this here was made for the class of 76. I'm gonna try to find it for you and let you hear a little bit of it. It was really a really good song. It's called The Class of 76, and We're Invincible. Everybody was really glad to hear this song. But like I say, a guy who made this song was Charlie Singleton. And I want you to tell me what you think about it, because it's probably your first time hearing it. My daughter loves it. A lot of kids love it. They like, man, where you get this song from? We even made one for the classmates that passed too. I have, let me see, we had some classmates that passed at Scotlandville. So this is the song that you might want to come a little closer. Don't worry about catching us in it, just listen to it. This is the classmates that passed on, and he also made this song here. I'm just gonna let you listen to a little bit of it. This is how we was at Scotlandville.
Change. And although many friends are gone, the feeling remains the same. Said it will never change, but when it all goes down, you know it's time to honor those who are no longer around. So I dedicate this to you, classmates in heaven.
Yeah, that's one of our nice songs we made. It's called Classmates in Heaven. So it was just like, you know, we was a class, and we had strict teachers, Coach Norwood, coaches set the pattern in Scotlandville. We had a good coaching staff. That's why we were a lot disciplined. We had Coach Norwood, Alfred Davis. Matter of fact, one of the members here who sang well, Mr. Earl Taylor.
Yes, sir.
He was one of the coaches. He was a cornerback coach. Don't you play cornerback?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I also coaching basketball too. So Mr. Taylor was pretty strict. He had that kind of voice when you walk down the hall, he go, "Hey boy," I'm going to class. You know, that's kind of, school we had. Coaches pretty much ran the school. Mr. West was a pretty strict guy with the coaches. Mr. Anderson was the dean of student, who's passed on. God bless his soul.
Yes, sir.
It goes with a lot of work at the school with those coaches. And we had teachers that was just powerful as the coaches also.
Yes, sir. While going to Scotlandville, was the school predominantly black or mixed?
Yeah. It was predominantly black. I want to say that we may have had one or two, and I'd have to go back and check the record. I don't remember any whites graduating with me, but there may have been one, but I don't remember. I don't know. I don't think it was any. If it is, charge it to my head, not my heart. But I think it was predominantly black. Because I don't remember anybody white. It's just they all went to Baker.
Yes,
But Baker was like 80% or either 65% white, so they were going to Baker. And not a lot of whites lived in the Scotlandville area. But for someone even, their choice was probably not to go to Scotlandville. It just didn't come, but I don't remember any. But they did have some years to come through.
Yes, sir. All right. As you know, I'm a senior at Scotlandville. If you wanted to send a message, what would you send a message to the graduating class to let us know? I guess a life lesson.
A life lesson. First of all, number one, always remember Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Serve the Lord. Respect your parents. Respect each other. And in life, we have a tendency to forget about praising God. To be successful in life, you're not going anywhere without God. And attend church. We talk about that. When our class reunion came back, we had fun on that Friday and that Saturday. But the funny thing about it, we had more people who came to church. And of course, a lot of them came to the picnic because everybody would eat the free food.
Yes.
But respect your mother and father. Grow up showing your brothers and sisters the correct way. Stay away from drugs.
Yes, sir.
Stay away from violence. Stay away from guns.
Yes, sir.
Be more active in your younger brothers and sisters' lives. And always be kind, courtesy to people.
Yes, sir.
And speak well. You can be anything you want to be in life. Anything. There's always people that, and they're going to be your friends. Now, don't get me wrong. If you tell them tomorrow, man, I'm finna start me a business, it's always going to be that one guy that say, man, I don't know, I don't think that's going to work. Don't let nobody disencourage you, because what God has for you, He has for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And you can be anything you want, but it's a choice. And some of us choose to do drugs. Some of us choose to go to college. Not all my classmates went to college, but they were successful, they got good jobs.
Yes, sir.
So I suggest to you that serving the Lord, being kind, love your mother and father, and always be respectable. If you're respectable, you can go anywhere in life. And everything may not go your way, but God is the answer.
Yes, sir.
Even when you're going through things. And I tell kids, you can be anything you want to be. Don't let nobody tell you that.
Yes, sir.
I believe that this modern day and time, y'all have way more than what we had when we were coming up. We didn't have those computers. We didn't have cell phones. Things have really changed. So y'all have a lot of things working for y'all. You can have your own clothing business. You can grow up and have your own church. You got a lot of things out there that you can get involved with other than doing marijuana and drugs, because you will get caught up and I'll come get you.
Yes, sir. All right. I thank you for sitting down and answering these questions for me.
It's been a pleasure. And thank you. And just remember, put God first and everything else will work out for you.
Yes.
I love you, my brother.
Love you too.